How hard is it to win a case based on post-traumatic stress disorder? Again, I always throw this lovely caveat out, is that it really depends on what the medical evidence in your case says about your condition. Now, for those of you who've heard the condition post-traumatic stress disorder, and really what it is, it's a psychological impairment that's typically brought on as a result of being exposed to a traumatic event. Most individuals think of traumatic events, PTSD, in the context of a military situation. However, that has been in many years, recent years, of course, not in like the last 10, but the last several decades, that situation has been applied to battered wife syndrome, to abuse situations, to being exposed to a traumatic event like a death or or a tragic accident, things of that nature. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it really depends on what the medical evidence in your case says about the severity of the symptoms associated with your post-traumatic stress disorder. I say that because a lot of times what happens is that people wrap their brain around the condition itself. Ooh, I've been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. Party time! And they think in their minds, okay, I got a slam dunk. And I always tell people, there are very, 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 very few impairments in Social Security's world that's an automatic slam dunk. They look at the weight of the evidence. Remember, under the regulations, you have to prove you're disabled. Just because you've been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder does not automatically mean you're going to get disability benefits. Because if the symptoms related to your post-traumatic stress disorder is manageable, then the fact that you've been diagnosed with that condition doesn't give you a slam dunk. So the answer to your question is, how hard is it to win? It really depends on what the evidence in your case has to say about the severity of your symptoms attributed to post-traumatic stress disorder.